Hello, I'm Cara Sevens and welcome to Sign 7 News, bringing you the latest stories from the last week in the sign and wide format print industries. This week, GPMA writes to government over GBL regulations. ISAUK aims to educate at Sign and Digital UK. Clear Channel talks about its new goals and projects. And Unique Billboard uses 300 hospital pages. First, the Graphics and Print Media Alliance has written to the government to highlight the impact of the GBL reclassification following a positive meeting with BEIS. The chemical has been reclassified as a Class B drug due to it being used to produce recreational drugs, meaning it could see over 3,500 print businesses having to obtain licenses and undergo DBS checks in order to use the affected inks. Next. ISAUK, the trade association for the UK sign, graphics and visual communications industries, will join forces with organisers of Sign and Digital to deliver a series of sessions at this year's exhibition. The organisation will run the SD UK Explains Lounge, where it will host a range of seminars, case studies and interactive presentations where visitors can forward questions to speakers. Now, Clear Channel UK, an out-of-home media company, has recently hosted the Get Real event in London to update media partners and the industry on the business's commitments and attitudes to the out-of-home industry. We got the chance to attend the event where we spoke to Joint Managing Director Richard Bond about Get Real and what the company is planning for 2022.
So Clear Channel is a out-of-home business. Out-of-home media business, but I think what's really exciting about the business is we're both media and infrastructure. This idea that we provide councils, transport authorities and communities with urban infrastructure, and in return we get advertising rights. So this idea that media and infrastructure kind of coming together. It's fair to say that it's been a difficult 18 months for the out-of-home industry. It's pretty hard when the government's message is to stay at home, to be running an out-of-home business. But I think what's been brilliant is seeing how the media industry didn't waste that time. It's invested further in infrastructure, invested further in screens, invested further in data, but also in communities. So as an out-of-home business, we felt that a virtual event just wouldn't work. And we believe that everyone spent enough time behind screens. Everyone wants to get back in the real life, in real world, IRL. We had some positive updates both on the platform for brand side, but also on the platform for good side. From a platform for brand side, we were able to announce that actually audiences are now back ahead of pre-pandemic. But we've also invested in further data with our radar tool, and we've also basically got new connections in the programmatic world with our partners ISAUK and Broadsign. So over the last 2 years, Clear Channel has invested into two main platforms, one data platform called Radar, and one basically sales platform called Launchpad. Launchpad, the PAD stands for Programmatic, Automated, Indirect, and really it's about opening new channels to new brands in order to make the most of out-of-home. So making the most of out-of-home as a reach channel, but also as an activation channel. And our hope is digital brands, digital budgets will really realise that out-of-home has entered that digital space. But we felt that digitalising our channels wasn't enough. It was really important for us also to bring near real-time data. So Radar, which is our basically data platform, data audience platform, really uses all of the data that exists on your small screen, that very small and private screen in your pocket, but allows us to then harness that power into the big private screen on the street, that public screen that everyone sees. I think one of the unknown secrets in out-of-home superpower, I believe, is the fact that 50p out of every pound spent in outdoor advertising goes back into local transport, local councils, in local community. This idea that the infrastructure and the media kind of come together. And because of that very public nature, but also that infrastructure nature, out-of-home is in a place where it delivers sustainability and inclusivity, which I believe are things that as a society and as brands and as communities who participate in this real world is something everyone is aspiring for. So kind of really bringing together platform for brand, platform for good, infrastructure in media in order to create a more sustainable channel, but also a very inclusive channel.
And finally, an advertisement for the BBC series This Is Going to Hurt has shone in Westfield, London. The billboard consists of over 300 working model pages which spell out the title of the show and includes LED lights and sound effects. The board was made by BBC Creative and Associate Creative Team, Shan and Beth, to recreate the buzz and panic felt by NHS junior doctors. That's all for this week's Sign 7 News, but for now you can stay up to date with all the news in the industry at signlink.co.uk. View much more video content over on our Sign 7 News YouTube channel, or join in with the conversation on Twitter and LinkedIn. We'll see you next week.